Hello, I'm Enriquez. I'm the point one in 1.3. Welcome to the family. So, very random video. Mum's decided to test my movie knowledge because she wanted to do a video, and she, with her love of education, has decided to try and test me and see if I can recommend any movies or TV show based on different subjects. Isn't that right, Mum?
It's right.
Yes, it is. So that's the plan, even though we've got, technically it's timed as well because we've got prior engagements. So, what's the first subject? Psychology.
Psychology.
With psychology, probably A Beautiful Mind. That shows a lot about schizophrenia. It's a really good movie about a famous mathematician. On top of that, you've got Shutter Island with Leonardo DiCaprio. That's one of the more common ones, but everyone seems to love that one. You could also go for newer films such as the new Joker film or the new Cruella film. If you want war psychology, you could go for Come and See. That's a really good one. It's very historic regarding the World War II, and you really see the character age and mature. Warning though, it is quite hard hitting there. Next subject, Bible. Well, okay, so in regards with the Bible, a lot of things aren't done correctly, obviously for reasons. Most of the producers for these kind of films aren't really accurate on it. But films I can recommend are probably the ones made by DreamWorks. Those ones are probably the closest ones, such as The Prince of Egypt. And there's another one, I can't remember the exact name, but there's one regarding Noah and the Ark. There is one there. Don't go for the one called Noah with actual actors. They did not know what they were talking about. They probably just went off some kind of bedtime story and just started with it. Yeah, I think that's the only real one I could actually fully say that's like mainstream that people could actually watch for Bible, unless you would like a kind of Christian film such as Courageous or just following around those lines, the little Hillsong ones, God's Not Dead, etc. Fireproof is another one good one as well. Maths, again, you could go for Beautiful Minds with that one, because that does cover a mathematician and seeing how kind of passionate he was about maths. Hidden Figures shows powerful black women and how they influenced the, obviously, NASA landing on the moon, because they were math wizards. Good Will Hunting with Tom Hanks is a good one. He plays a janitor who sees a maths equation that no one can solve in school on a blackboard, and mysteriously, no one knows it's him just yet, but the equation is solved and they were offered a place in Harvard University for that, I think. Some kind of university. Next subject. For the science one, science fiction could literally be like the X-Men, or it could be proper hardcore science ones. Dark Water. Dark Water is a good science one, science with law, showing how they found out about cow disease, mad cow disease for the first time. That's a good one. Concussion with Will Smith, that showed the science behind why so many different ex-NFL players had so much bad mental illness there. Breaking Bad, that has a lot of chemistry in it. Mom knows about that one, loves it. If you want even more science, things such as House or Grey's Anatomy, that's more like science health. And yeah, history, there's a lot that you can watch with history. 1917 is a good one, showing World War II quite well, actually, the representation of that. Come and See, again, is another good World War II one. The Boy in Striped Pajamas is a good history one. Roots Another one that is good for history are... Well, it all really kind of depends what kind of history we're talking about. So if it's like war history or violent history, it could be stuff like The Sons of Sam, which is like a documentary / film, their web series, or Mindhunter, covers the history of the foundation of the psychology unit in the FBI. Black history, you've got Roots, you've got Harriet, you've got The Way They See Us. Mom knows that was heartbreaking there. There's a lot to do with like the injustice and stuff, but if you want just representations, not solid history, but more to kind of paint the idea in your mind, you can watch American Gangster with Denzel Washington. Asian history. If you want Asian history, you could go for films such as Ip Man. Ip Man's a good thing there, though it might be a bit dramatized, just obviously because it involves kung fu. It actually shows the invasion of China by the Japanese and kind of paints the picture of people actually having to fight for rice and working in coal mines and stuff like that. In regards to like Asian films, kind of to kind of paint your mind, it could be there was a new film. I don't remember its exact name, but by the time Mom puts this up, I'll probably find it and she'll probably put it somewhere around me. But it shows how an Asian / Korean family struggles to adapt to America because they're never seen as American from there. So it kind of shows you kind of an Asian point of view living in different societies like that. Geography. The Impossible, I think that's what it's called. That's a good one, showing the flood in Thailand, which was one of the worst ones. I don't think Mom's seen it. I don't know if you have.
I think so.
Okay, you
with the
really
family.
Squeamish.
With the family, yeah. Oh, it was horrible.
Yeah, that same flood killed David Attenborough's entire family.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Like, he was left completely alone because that flood killed off his entire
family.
Wow. Like his daughter, her sons, the husband, they're completely gone. What else can I say during geography? I would say have a look at Seaspiracy. Seaspiracy is a documentary there which shows obviously how the ocean is getting really bad and how different species are going extinct. But a lot of the quote-unquote safe organizations aren't actually safe, and it's an entire lie behind the lie behind the lie behind the lie, where they even go to places that are completely forbidden and witness events such as whaling, where they take all the whales and just slaughter all of them to sell. And you learn of terms such as bypass, which is when they're trying to catch a specific fish, but as they're catching a really specific fish, thousands of other species are being pulled in the net with them and just being thrown out. Or again, like catching sharks and cutting off their fins for like medicine and stuff. They will cut off the fin and just throw away the shark off. So just remember, sharks can't live unless they're moving. So without fins, they just sink to the bottom and die.
Okay. Yeah, look, it's still a bit blurry. I'm surprised it's still being able to record there.
I don't think it's mandatory to wear a mask on.
Huh?
I don't think it's mandatory to wear a mask on. A big one. I know you like these.
Only a little bit, I don't want too much.
I don't even want too much myself.
Wow. That's not too much. That's not too much. No, I'm saying you don't want it too much.
Yeah, I think the mix, gotta hurry up.
You got some?
carry like one thing. I'm gonna carry this.
Is that everything?
Yeah, just do that.
You got a ticket? Where are we going to watch, guys? What are we watching?
And I have to take you to yeah. 3. Oh yeah, they're good. You could literally hear you Russian.
Yeah.
Should cause murders.
They don't have to be on camera.
We have the police.
Should not
Are you reclining?
find the
Reclining my mom.
police working in the organization.